have practiced everything. Any doubt, any question you have in your mind?
Just how do you, I guess we'll go into this, but how do you know it's the position and how is it weak or strong?
Yesterday we have done a very basic thing.
Yeah.
We have discussed about the houses. How the characteristics of each house signifies something related to our life. Okay, so we have done that, and there were two questions from your end, the second house and the fifth house. You said how can that the stock market and the relationship, if something goes bad in some part, how it is spread in other part. And you discuss about your spouse, right? That your spouse is good in your saving, in his savings, but the voice is some problem. Okay, so we would be going deeper, because in the beginning there would be some doubts, and it's good. It's mean that the astrologists started going inside, because the question comes only if it is the knowledge is going inside. When I would be going deep into the other realms, other layers of astrology, you would be able to introspect, analyze, correlate, and the solution will come on its own. And obviously, I would be discussing many things. Okay. So regarding Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Ketu, Venus, and Sun, any doubt about the significance of all these planets? I have given certain examples regarding Jupiter, the positivity of Jupiter, the growth, all the growth in our life is connected with the planet Jupiter, and all the hard work and the success is related with the planet Saturn. And Mercury is totally business oriented planet, and the Ketu is the planet of nothingness, emptiness, hollowness, right? Venus, the planet of beauty, pleasure, taste, enjoyment, celebration. Sun, attitude, kingly attitude, the posture of our body, the posture of our character. Now we will go ahead with Moon. So till this point everything is clear, right? Moon is the planet of emotions, feelings, sensitivity, is the planet related to caring. This is a mother planet among all the 9 planets. It's the mother of all among all the 9 planets. So it is connected with our mother, or all the motherly figure. You know, these feelings, emotions, sentiments, they are very drifty. The graph of our happiness or sadness is just like the waves of an ocean. It's not always smooth. Sometimes it's going up, down. Sometimes during daytime we are very happy, and suddenly we are sad, we are depressed. So it's related to the mood, our mood. Sometimes the mood swings. All kinds of compassionate feeling for other people, for ourselves, is connected with planet Moon. And there is various aspects of the planet moon. Moon could be strong in our horoscope. Moon could be strong and negative. When I have been discussing about houses and planets, there are 3 or 4 combinations. The planet could be strong and positive. Planet could be strong and negative. And the planet could be negative and positive. Weak and positive and weak and negative. All these combinations are there. Life is very complex. It's not that easy that 2 plus 2 is 4. It's not like that. Sometimes 2 plus 2 is 22. Right? And sometimes 2 plus 2 is 0. So life is like that. So moon is the most unstable planet. Just like our emotions are unstable, our feelings are unstable. At certain point of time, during night time, we have certain kind of feelings, certain kind of emotions are popping up inside our mind. But that emotions are not spread throughout the day, right? It keeps on changing. Even if you see the moon in the sky, right? Sometimes it's full moon, then it's waxing and waning. The size is changing, so it's drifting. It's changing the shape. So when I would be going further in this, my teachings, my lessons, I would be explaining that wherever the moon is placed in your horoscope, you are emotionally connected to that aspect of your horoscope. And I would be explaining moon in all the houses,
When you talk about position, it's only star in a
moon placed in any horoscope, any house of your horoscope. Yeah. We have all the planets, 9 planets I have discussed. I would be discussing the remaining. So there are few planets placed in some house, some planets in other house. So when I would be going further in detail, I would be explaining wherever moon is placed, in whichever house moon is placed in your horoscope, that is the point where you are emotionally blind. And there is a possibility of being carried away, emotions, feelings. When we go out to purchase certain thing, okay, we have certain budget, that $100 I can spend maximum. But that is the decision taken by Mercury. Mercury is a very calculative planet, right? He's more into that profit, loss. So we have made up in our mind that $100 I'm going to spend. I'm going to this market, this is my budget. But when we keep on roaming here and there, we like certain article. Oh my God. But the price is more. So if I spend the whole amount in this article, what to do with other? So I would not be able to purchase other articles. But the moon say, yeah, it's beautiful. Don't worry. Purchase this one. So our emotions dominate our thoughts. Our feelings dominate the thought process. Mercury is very important, but moon sometimes dominates. But sometimes even Mercury dominates. Even if we are liking certain articles a lot, we do not purchase it. See the tag, oh, very costly. I would have purchased it, but it's very costly. It's not, my pocket is not allowing me to purchase it. So we listen to the Mercury planet. But for those whose moon is quite dominantly active in their horoscope, there are people, they have moon dominantly active in their horoscope, they will not listen to the Mercury. They will listen to the moon. Out of emotions, we have Even in our life, we experience, this is a day-to-day experience, just out of emotions we have taken certain decision. You start liking somebody in spite of okay looks, but why there is a pull, a magnetic pull for somebody, because emotions, feelings, sentiments. And there are few people in their horoscope Mercury is more dominating, so they suppress their feelings, emotions. They are very calculated, they do not let their emotions carried away. So see, they see the tag. In spite of their liking, I like this, but no, I will not go beyond my budget.
Will it always be Moon and Mercury opposing each other?
Sometimes they synchronize also. I like the product and it's in my budget also, right? Sometimes you like the product and you see the tag, yeah, it's in my budget, I can purchase it. So Mercury sync with Moon, that also happens. Mercury is a very dry, very calculative, profit-oriented planet. Moon doesn't care about profit. Moon cares about the heart. Many of our decisions in our life is motivated by our heart. Sometimes we plan for certain country and then a budget doesn't allow. But our emotions are pushing and provoking. No, you have to go. Let God's analyze or manage me. So, they're very God-fearing people.
Can one person, because I recognize myself in both.
Yes?
Yes. So, is it possible that depending on how the planets are transiting, that
Yes.
either the Mercury or the Moon is more pushed forward in me?
Yes, that is also because nothing is static. It's moving. All planets, everything is moving. Even these walls are also moving. But the speed of the molecules of the wall is so fast that it seems static. The science has proved it.
Yes, it's dancing behind me.
Yeah. The way the fan, it moves so fast and it looks as if the circle is there only. So the speed of molecules in a wall is 100 times than the speed of the blades of the fan. If we are capable of increasing the speed of the fan in relation to the molecules of the wall, we can sit on fan. Yes. So there is nothing static. In our day-to-day life, everybody has the sixth sense. It's not that all rishis and sages are those who are doing meditation. No, it's not like that. Everybody has that sixth sense. When we visit certain place, any house, any room, any place, we feel that the vibes are very negative. There is nothing in that place, only walls and rooms and everything. But the vibes, we feel that vibes are negative. And sometimes, vice versa, the vibes are very positive. You feel like maybe the room is not well kept, shabby, but the vibes are very positive. So it means that they are non-living thing does not exist. It exists in the books of science only. It's comparative. Living, more active. But these walls, everything which seems static, they are also living. But the degree of their livingness is very less. So we cannot make out. So in the same way, all the planets, everything is moving. Even we are moving, We are also. That is why we are tired from morning till evening. Even if we do not do anything, we keep on sitting on a chair. Because we are on the planet Earth. Earth is moving on its own axis and around the sun. So we are moving. So nothing is static. The blood is moving inside our veins. right? We are growing. So, you know the process of mitosis and meiosis in science? 24 hours yesterday and now you're not the same people. Something is dead. You are new. Those enlightened people, you know, those sages, mystics, they could feel the newness. We could not. We do not have that eye. We do not have that senses to feel. That very extreme sensitivity is required to feel that I am new today. We see the mirror, no, everything is old. Same hairstyle, same clothes I'm wearing. No. We are a new person. So everything is moving. Okay? So moon is the most unstable planet, drifting very fast in comparison to other planets. And in Sanskrit we say Chandra. So it's a motherly planet, you know. To analyze the status of moon in our horoscope, just to analyze your mother. How weak, how strong, how positive, how negative she is. That is the position of our mind. But then it can be improved, it can be elevated by doing meditation, right meditation. You know, as I've said that moon is a very unstable planet, right? So by doing meditation, our aura, our energy becomes stable. So the influence of moon is less on our personality. There's one thing called camphor, you know, that we all sadhus and sages, when they do yagya and havana, they put camphor in the fire. Camphor has a very good quality to soothe our moon, to stabilize our moon. Sometimes we are carried away by our emotions, by our thoughts and everything. Not a very uneasy state of mind. Just take 2-3 pieces of camphor, place it on your arm, on your palm. Inhale it for 2-3 minutes. You will feel relaxed. Less thoughts, emotions more in control. You can experiment anytime. That camphor. You know, all that kind of massage therapies, wherever it is happening globally, they have the essence of camphor in it. That is why you feel relaxed after the massage, because they apply the oil which has camphor in it. You can directly inhale camphor and you feel very uneasy. A lot of thoughts are coming and you are fairly disturbed. 2-3 minutes. You will feel relaxed. Okay? So after moon, there's another planet, Mars. Or Mangal. You know, there are few people in our society. They ransom money. You know, goons. In Hindi I say gunda. The robbers kind of people, you know. They forcibly ask money. They force on you to steal or just snatch things. They apply force to snatch things or money. These kind of people are there in the society. So Mars is a symbolic representation of that. Mars is a fighter, always in a mood to fight. Mars is a planet of determination, a stubborn attitude, adamant attitude. When we determined to do certain things, anything. Today I will eat fruits whole day, nothing else. So who is helping you to do this kind of determination or resolution? Mars. Mars is the planet of challenge. Mars is the planet of daring in our life. We dare to do something. Whenever our daring is tapped, it means Mars planet is active. And Mars always wants to win, either hook or crook. Everybody has that Mars energy inside us, Everybody has. Because we have that. Mars is is the salt of the earth. If Mars is the salt of the earth, salt. Why it is salt? We would be sitting like doing nothing if Mars energy is not just helping us or motivating us. We accept challenges. We do impossible tasks. We are ready to face any kind of situations or circumstances only because of planet Mars. So Mars energy is very supportive, but it depends. If we are using the Mars energy in a negative form, then we have our own choice. You must have heard of somebody, one person in Bihar, I think. He, for 20 years or more than that, Manjhi was the name of the person. I'm not remembering the exact numbers. He just with his small weapon, he cut the whole mountains and created a path for 30 years, continuously, day in, day out. And why? Because at some point of time, his wife was sick and he could not take his wife to hospital, to any dispensary, and she died. So he took an oath that I will demolish this mountain with myself and I will create a path. Manjhi, you can search in Google or YouTube. There's a movie also. So Mars energy. All invention, discoveries, going to moon, climbing Mount Everest. Planning, analyzing will not play an important role. Even if we have discovered all the tools, all the weapons, all the science, to climb, go to moon. But who dared? Mars. The daring come only because of Mars. Don't worry. I may die and I'm ready for that. So Mars is a very important energy. So Mars energy is always in kind of physical fight. The next planet, Rahu. And the last one. There are only 7 planets. 2 are shadow planets. They do not exist. Only their effect is visible. So Rahu is one of them. Before that, we have done Ketu. Rahu is the obsession of our life. The way Mars is the determination of our life, resolution of our life, Rahu is the obsession of our life.
Addiction.
Obsession. We can transfer into addiction. We can say that if we are not listening to our Mercury and Moon or Jupiter, we can go ahead with the addiction. Jupiter will give you a positive gyan, knowledge. This is right, this is not right. All the preachings, good values of life is presented to us by Jupiter. But Mars is the planet who provokes, inflate, create a sort of obsession. I've given you an example. And Rahu is a very tricky planet, He is capable of provoking, inflating the energy of any planet. For example, Mars, they are 2 people. They are going to fight. But before that, they are simply doing arguments. They're shouting at each other. They are cursing each other. They are challenging each other. Mars is active. But Rahu will do? Rahu will say, kill this fellow. Mars is not ready to kill. Mars says, you say that you are defeated, I'm satisfied. Mars wants to defeat everybody. But Rahu says, Rahu is provoking the energy of Mars. Kill this fellow.
It can go with any planet. That way.
Sorry?
It can go with any planet.
Yes, I'm just explaining you. Rahu provokes any planet. For example, if it is connected with Jupiter, Jupiter is a planet of gaining knowledge, spreading knowledge, preaching. What Rahu is doing? More. You should have the knowledge of all the scriptures of the world, not limited to your religion, and to whole world do the teachings. Rahu is not satisfied. The sages and the saints, they have personified the planet Rahu and Ketu. You know why? Just to explain. Rahu is only head, brain and head, and Ketu is headless, without brain. So Rahu is this much. Whatever he is eating, there is no stomach. He is not satisfied. He hasn't got the lower body. No. Only head. You can search the Rahu planet. You will see the images, only this one. So, if he is connected with Venus, if he is provoking Venus, more relationship. I should have each and every boy and girl as my boyfriend and girlfriend. If he is into that physical pleasure and number of physical pleasure, still I'm not satisfied. Rahu. Venus is, Venus is a glamour, like dresses, for example. If somebody is fond of wearing good dresses, Venus is a beauty, right? If anyone is fond of good dresses, if Rahu is provoking, Venus say, I'm satisfied with 10 dresses. Ah, beautiful. Rahu say, what? 10? 100? And still purchase more. My spouse has Rahu and Venus. She has so much dresses that big 3 BHK hall would be less. Whenever we have to shift one place to another, 80% of the luggage is dresses. Because of Venus and Rahu, and she is fond of dresses. Rahu is provoking. Rahu is more. If it's Rahu Venus is into that physical pleasure, it depends upon person to person, right? So more physical pleasure. So this fellow is always searching for some boy or a girl for physical pleasure. You might have come across these kind of people. Even one of my friend has this combination, and his age is around 50 and he has more than 100 girlfriends till date. Maybe more than that. Physical relation, everybody. And still he is not satisfied because Rahu and Venus. So Rahu, when combined with Saturn, provokes Saturn. Saturn is a hard work, more hard work. Keep yourself busy whole day. Keep on working. It's a very tricky, very clever planet. That is why it is said a devil. Rahu. Any planet. If he is provoking Sun, then the king would be considered as the most royal and the most royal emperor ever born on this planet Earth. That kind of attitude. So Rahu itself doesn't do anything, but he is doing that trickiness and he is not satisfied. So we need to be aware about Rahu.
So he basically has no own qualities, but amplifies.
Of other. Rahu is if I have to explain you, Rahu individually, Rahu is the technology. Rahu is the electricity. Technologies keep on growing. We keep on inventing new things. Rahu is a technology. New and new things are popping up in this new world, right? Chat, GPT and many other. Everything is Rahu. So we cannot live without Rahu, In the early times, 40 years before in Goa, there was no scooters, vehicles, only bicycles. Everybody was moving, and before that, walking. Rahu has invented bicycle. More comfort, this one. More comfort, So Rahu is not satisfied. But Rahu is very important in our day-to-day life. Because that is the technology. And Rahu, if he is provoking moon, crying, quick in rolling tears, too much emotions, too much feelings, over emotional, So we are done with all the 9 planets. Any doubt till now? Finding interesting about Rahu? So now we have done all the 12 houses. I would be giving you these 12 houses are just like land, the property. Every house has any individual ownership of any particular planet. So the first house, you can write it down. The lordship, the ownership of the first house is Mars. The ownership of first house. So Mars is the owner, owning the property of first house. Second house, Venus. The property, the land of second house is owned by Venus. Third house, Mercury. Fourth house, Moon. Fifth house, Sun or Surya. Sixth house, again Mercury. Seventh house, Venus. The things which I have explained, how the things are getting related. First house, Mars. When I say the ownership of first house is Mars, so when I described about the first house, is a body, physical characterization, right? Energy of our personality. So Mars plays the key role. When I described the second house, taste, right? So Venus is connected with the taste. Third house, I have described the communication. So Mercury plays the key role, communication. Fourth, the house of mother, feelings, emotions, right? And fifth house is about relationship and creativity, the sun. Sixth house again Mercury. Why? Now the problems are there. So who is going to analyze it? Who is going to calculate it? Mercury would be required. Seventh house, again the relation, the romanticism with your partner, with everybody. Seventh house is Venus. Eighth house, again Mars. Ninth house, Jupiter. 10th house, Saturn. Saturn. 11th house, again Saturn. Twelfth house, Jupiter. So, how many houses Mars have? 2. 1 and 8. And Venus?
That's 2 as well.
2. House number 2 and 7. Mercury?
6.
2.
6 and 3.
6 and 3. Right? Moon?
It's only
Only 1. Right. Sun? Only 1. And Jupiter?
2.
2.
9, 12.
9 and 12. See, 9th house, Jupiter, I've said that knowledge, preaching, all wisdom, idealism. 9th house, the house of temple. 12th house is also the house of wisdom, the moksha, enlightenment. So, Jupiterian energy is 9th and 12th. 10th and 11th. We are going to work hard for the business, for the job, right? And for the earning, 11th. So Saturn energy is required. So that is why the ownership is Saturn, 10th and 11th.
It's like each planet in the different houses shows a different aspect. Like in the third house, Mercury is more on the communicating side, and in the sixth more on the analyzing side.
Yes. More in dealing with the problems, dealing with the enemies, solving the issues.
Different qualities of the
Qualities
same planet are
that I would be explaining when I would be explaining the zodiac signs, and I would be explaining how the one planet has two zodiac signs. I will be explaining that. For now, you are thorough with the 12 houses and the lordship, ownership. Okay.
Excuse me, can I just get the Wi-Fi because we are waiting for a delivery, so I need to keep an eye on the
Yes.
signal here is off. So please
there's
come
no reception.
if they call, if you don't mind.
Yes.
You know the password?
Yes. Just a moment. Yeah.
Sorry, because I just couldn't get it. I need to.
I think. If this is right. No, this is not right. Okay, just a moment. Arambolin residency. Oh. I'll just share with you. Just a moment. You can scan.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, just a moment. Okay.
No.
So now we would be doing planets in all the 12 houses, each and every planet. Along with this, I would be covering another topic also, because this would be a long topic. I would be putting each and every planet from 1 to 12 houses. So the 9 planets. Okay. So along with this, I would be explaining something else. So 2 topics will go side by side. Okay. Now let's start with planet Jupiter. Let's place Jupiter in the first house. Right? Jupiter, I have explained. What is Jupiter? Right? Learning, preaching, wisdom, positivity, idealism. And what is first house? Our body, our self, our physical characterization, physical attributes, our personality sketch, or the complete characterization of our self. Now we connect Jupiter with this. It means anybody who has Jupiter in the first house, first of all, he would try to make his body very idealistic, positive, truthful personality. Jupiter is also connected with our gurus, our teachers. So anybody has Jupiter in the first house, they might start considering themselves a guru, as if they are teachers. Right? So the idealism, right? The attributes of Jupiter. So anybody who has Jupiter in the first house, they would try to make their personality, their body, their physical stuff idealistic. Because Jupiter is a positive planet, right? So all idealism is spread. So they are after this positivity for their body. They always want to make their body purify. Their personality. They are very idealistic personality wise. Now, things vary depending upon the position of Jupiter. That I will go further. The degree of Jupiter, which I would be doing further. But in general, I'm talking about all. Whoever has Jupiter, you can start checking your friend's horoscope. Just in any software. I use mostly Astro Sage. Just put the date of time and everything and see where Jupiter is placed. So in the first house, this person is trying to make his body idealistic, positive, like teacher, like a role model for all. And one thing, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It means it expands. So anybody who has Jupiter in the first house, if the position of Jupiter is strong, there is a possibility of getting fat. His body might expand. Since the time I've been sharing this Vedic astrology lessons, I've met two people who has, because after the course I used to give consultation if anybody is interested. They have Jupiter in their first house. One lady and one boy. One was the lady in Rishikesh and the boy in Dharamkot, Bhagsu. About her, she's always doing something or the other, exercise, keep on walking, always correcting her body, making the body in proper shape, because Jupiter is the positivity, right? Eating fruits and vegetables, it's very body conscious because of Jupiter. And this guy who has done the course and consultation both in Dharamkot, he used to carry a bag every day. I didn't see what is there in the bag. But one day there was a extended break. He opened up his bag. There was fruits and vegetables and salads. He started eating that. He said, daily I eat fruits and vegetables in the morning time. No, what is the reason? Fruits and vegetables, they will make their body very fresh, positive. And I have asked both of them, discussed about this thing. They said that they cannot eat butter or ghee. If they eat, they become fatty. There is possibility of gaining fat is a lot in these two cases.
Is it same with muscle?
No, fluffy pun. Muscles, you have to exercise.
Yeah, but it's
So Mars energy, Mars, Mercury, there are many other planets. But in general, these people, if they do not pay attention to their diet, they become fatty. So these people used to say that they avoid butter, oily food or ghee. Even for 2-3 days they continue with this kind of diet, they become fluffy. So I opened up their horoscope, Jupiter in the first house. In wherever Jupiter is placed, Jupiter tries to create idealism, positivity and expansion in that house. So, clear with the first house?
yeah.
Now let's move to the second house. Second house is about voice, our vocal cord, our diaphragm, our family, our savings, our face, right? Many things related to the second house. Now let's place Jupiter. So big face, expanded face, possibility of, if positive Jupiter is strong, there's a possibility of expanded face, all are normal face, but this fellow has bit slightly, you can observe, Jupiter is there in the second house, and when he or she speaks, there is a bass in their voice. Why? Because Jupiter is expanding their diaphragm, expanding, and there is a positivity in this, in their voice, in their sound. My elder brother has Jupiter in second house. Even when he talks, it seems as if he is preaching. That positivity reflects, the resonance of positivity reflects from his sound, his speech. Face. His face is very positive. Just a moment. So planet has a very important role in our life. We are totally in the grip of planets. But then, if Jupiter would have been a very bad position, he would have been very thin. Exactly opposite. That could be the case also. But the other things would be affected. Many other things changes. And the savings, if it is good, lot of saving. And his family lineage, big family. And he is fond of eating this much. Because second house is the taste, your eating habit, and because of Jupiter, he is teetotaler. No drinks, no smoking, pure vegetarian food. He doesn't even eat garlic. Because as per the religious point of view, garlic is a tamasic food. Very fresh and very idealistic food, simple food.
It's like the first house, like when Jupiter is in your first house.
It is more connected, yeah.
Kind of similar characteristics.
Things are similar, but the orientation or more impact is on body. His whole body would be fatty. His personality would be like, he would be a pure vegetarian, teetotaler. But I'm here in talking in particular about second house. If Jupiter is placed in second house.
That is the same for the first house.
No, it is different. It is different.
We were talking about similar things, like people who take care of their diet, who can go fat if they don't. And
yes.
In the first house.
Yes, but they are more concerned about their body.
Yeah.
These people, they are eating a lot. Second house, that eating habit is expanded.
But without the body being expanded for
Body can be expanded in this case also, but the focus is more on the freshness or on the positivity. They could be a non-vegetarian people. Jupiter in the second house, but they are not eating the stale food.
They're picky.
Fresh. something which have a positivity, more of a positivity.
Must have prana.
Yes, lot of prana inside. But in the first house, their character sketch, their personality is influenced by Jupiter. In the second house, their personality is not much influenced by Jupiter. You know? Their personality is not much influenced by Jupiter. But first house, anybody who has Jupiter in the first house, you will not find these people in a form of laborers, maids. They may be a supervisor, a higher ladder, manager, because they consider themselves a guru, a teacher. That may not be the case in the second house. Anybody who is working in a lower class can have Jupiter in the second house. But you will not find anybody very in a lower class, just like a normal maid and servant, Jupiter in the first house. He may be the head of servants.
What about values and saving we talked about?
Expanded. A lot of saving. And saving through good earning. He or she would have been giving the proper income tax, proper fees to the government. The saving is not hidden. I'll hide something from the government in cash somewhere inside the home. No. They are saving. Every attitude related to that attributes of second house is very positive, very idealistic. Idealistic people, the people whom we want to be, who are a role model for us, they are that kind of people. Jupiter in the first house may eat stale food. May eat. But Jupiter in the second house, they would not eat stale food. Stale means overnight, which has been cooked overnight. Because they are very particular about, the focus is more on food, fresh food, newly, hot food.
If it's, let's say, a poorly positioned Jupiter in the second house, can you then
Things
opt
changes.
for very poor food choices and
Things changes. He would make an adjustment. He will do compromise. But he would prefer good food, but somehow we compromise. Done with the Jupiter in the second house. No confusion with the first and second now.
Let's see.
You have?
It's not that clear. It will come.
When I talk about first house, it is more of a physical attributes, our personality, overall personality. It covers second house also when I talk about first house. But when I talk about second house, it is more oriented and focused toward the second house traits. Is more pointed, funneled, oriented. It's more. Jupiter in the third house. Now, third house is the house of communication. Right? So, and brother and sisters, short distance travel, third house. So, his communication would be of preaching, not simple chit-chatting. Whenever he is into the mode of communication, he is giving gyan, sharing knowledge. One has to do this, one don't. This way, that way, this is the right way, this is the wrong way. A kind of preaching is there. And there is a possibility of many brothers and sisters. When I say many, it means more than 2 or 3. Because Jupiter is expanding. All the brothers and sisters, they try to live their life idealistically. Or the relationship with their brother and sisters are very idealistic. There are many possibilities. We need to analyze, we have to go deep in the horoscope and the personal life, right? And daring, even if you have to, they take a daring step, it is very planned and idealistic. It's not just listening to the heart and taking the jump. No. Okay. For example, if he's working somewhere and he's to shift to some other city, he would be changing the business, that's their daring step. But he would go there and search for an idealistic place for his or her business. Only then he will shift. The qualities of third house, which I have explained, I'm connecting Jupiter with that. All the qualities of the third house, Jupiter is making that qualities positive, idealistic, and a kind of knowledge. If he is talking with somebody, in communicating with somebody, the purpose of this person should be gaining knowledge or sharing knowledge. Jupiter is playing the role. You want to learn something. You want to let others teach something. Any confusion with the first and third house? The person who has Jupiter in the first house, he is also communicating wisely, idealistically. But in this part, the third house, the focus is more. We can analyze, he is more focused into the preaching part. Right? Jupiter in the fourth house. The fourth house, the house of mother, feelings, emotions, sensitivity. Jupiter here is very comfortable. You know, why comfortable? Because when we have to share knowledge, positivity, it should have the feelings and emotions along with that. Any good teacher, they are very down to earth. Now let's expand all the things. Mother could be his or her teacher. In the third house, brothers and sisters could be teaching him. They could be his or her gurus in third house. Or in the first house, he himself is guru. Right? You know the difference? He himself is his guru. And third house, his brother and sisters could be his guru, or he could be the guru for them. Fourth house, mother could be his or her guru. Has taught all the good values, has made them read and learn about all the wisdom, scriptures, religious books. The relation between this fellow and the mother is very idealistic. Idealistic relationship. The fourth house I've explained is the dwelling house where we are staying. So they will try to make their house temple. You know, Jupiterian quality. Neat and clean, idealistic, positive aura. You know, one feels good. Anybody who enters, the person who has Jupiter, even you see anybody's horoscope. Okay, I give you an assignment. If you come across anybody's horoscope who has Jupiter in the fourth house, if it is in good position, just visit where he is staying. You feel the positive aura of Jupiter. Wherever he is staying, even in Arambol or any other place, planets play a very active role. Fourth house is the house of vehicle, you know. It means the size of the vehicle would be large in comparison to other. And if it is well placed, Jupiter, he is keeping his vehicle well good, beautiful, neat and clean, so that nobody pinpoint any mistake. He has learned a lot of wisdom in his primary education. His teachings, his preaching is wrapped with feelings and emotions and sentiments. If the position of Jupiter is very good in fourth house, they are the best teachers, because they do not lose patience when they are sharing, when they are preaching. If somebody asks question, okay, no, just relax, I'll answer again, because the at the backdrop feelings and emotions are there. Moon, you know, the sensitivity part is there. Jupiter in fifth house. Any doubt with the fourth house? So Jupiter is quite comfortable in the fourth house. Jupiter in fifth house. So it means the relationship with friends which he would like to go ahead with, they are very idealistic, or he opt for those kind of relationship, very idealistic friendship. He would be very choosy in making relationships, in making friends. You will not find these people every time roaming with the spoiled people, because Jupiter is guiding him. Choose good friends, good people. Company matters a lot. Better alone than a bad company. This is the Think Jupiter is teaching this fellow? The relationship with his child, the first child or his children, is very positive, idealistic. And there is a possibility that he or she could be the guru of their child. Also, children could be their gurus. They may be learning some good wisdom from their children. And how they can become a guru of their children? By making them read scriptures, religious books. I'm familiar of one of my friend who was in Basho Beach Huts. I was in conversation with him. He has Jupiter in 5th house. So he has taught his daughter Bible, all Hindu scriptures, and he is teaching. This is happening because of Jupiter in 5th house. Very positive relation with the children. And their creativity, he's a yoga teacher. This fellow is a yoga teacher. His creativity is very optimistic. Whatever, they may be a sculpturist, making idols of gods, or any creativity which has some positive message, or kind of preaching idealism. Clear? Jupiter in the 5th house. Any question? Things changes depending upon the position of Jupiter.
Yeah, but the positions that we get when we do the chart.
Yes,
the screenshots,
but this is
they
the
are
thing.
defined.
This is the thing which is fixed.
Yeah.
These qualities have whoever has Jupiter in 5th house, but the degree and the amount of qualities differ depending upon individual horoscope. If Jupiter is very weak, he would not be able to avoid bad people from the company. And the Jupiter is in bad position, then he tried to become a guru of their children, but there is an ego clash. Depending upon the degree and the sign Jupiter is placed in, things vary. I'm talking about when Jupiter is very good placed in 5th house. Anybody who has Jupiter in 5th house, those people would like to be guru of their relationships, of their friends. They are always teaching their friends. See, this is the way, this is where you have to live. Choose this room, just don't do this, don't do that. They are always teaching their friends or relations. Because Jupiter wants you to be a guru.
I have it in the 5th house. That's why I was asking because I'm checking.
It's always good. You can check your horoscopes. Now you know which is the house number 1, 2, 3, all the houses you are aware about. So by the end of today's session, you would be capable of understanding by simply the planets. Nobody will give you that kind of teachings of astrology, and that in 2 days you started reading the horoscopes. So, done with the 5th house. So, Jupiter in the 6th house. 6th house is the most negative house. Problems, obstacles, all negative stuff, physical issues, mental issues, enemies, all is happening now. And Jupiter is the most positive planet. What he will do in the 6th house? He tries to make things positive. But in trying that, his own positivity is getting diminishes. Anybody who has Jupiter in 6th house, he tries to project positivity. He tries to solve the problems, obstacles positively, but in doing so, he becomes negative to some extent. But he is gaining knowledge. The role of Jupiter is to gain knowledge. He gain a very positive knowledge from all the physical issues and problems and obstacles. He tries to make a very idealistic relation even with enemies. 6th house of enemies. He will not fight with enemies. Even the enemies would be praising these people who has Jupiter in 6th house. Any kind of problem, physical problem, mental problem, they're trying to solve it positively. And there is a possibility of many problems because Jupiter is expanding. So this is also not a very comfortable position for Jupiter. Because the nature of Jupiter and the nature of the house, they're going opposite. Correct? Anything, any doubt related to 6th house? No? Let's move to the 7th house. Jupiter in the 7th house. Again, the spouse would be idealistic, or he would have idealistic approach, idealistic relation with the spouse. If this position of Jupiter is strong, fatty spouse, but here also Jupiter is not comfortable. You know why? Originally, this house is owned by Venus. 7th house owned by Venus. Venus is pleasure-seeking planet. Let's enjoy, let's freak out, let's do halla gulla. Jupiter say no. Sit silently, don't make noise, don't trouble others. Behave in a proper... No. Venus is not concerned about idealism. No? So in this case, anybody who has Jupiter in the 7th house, they try to change their spouse positively, or they are forcing idealism on the spouse. And the spouse says, I want knowledge, but not from you. Please give your preaching and knowledge to other people, to the whole world. But I want a very frank relation with you. Don't try to be my guru. I cannot live with Guru 24 hours a day. Whole day you are teaching me, you are preaching me. You know? Whole day you are talking about positive. I'm happy with my some bit of rubbish attitude or negative stuff. No problem with that. I'm happy with my freaking out. Jupiter says get up early in the morning, exercise daily. So spouse feel uncomfortable. Whoever has Jupiter in the 7th house, the relationship with the spouse is like a cold war. It's not a hot war, but cold war, you can understand. Because these people, they are spreading idealism or just forcing idealism on their spouses or vice versa. Both way. Either the spouse or you.
So it can be the
Yes.
other way around also.
Yes, way around. Either the spouse is teaching you, preaching you, or you are preaching. And this creates indifferences, Guru is good for 1 hour or 2 hours. Not. We cannot stay under one roof. Guru is good. I can do all this thing. I can pray you. I can donate you. But please, let me freak out. Let me live with my bit of negativity. I'm happy with it. I don't want to go to a bath regularly. Sometimes I just miss. I want to remain in ugly clothes. Please don't teach me. So because of that lot of preaching and teaching happening between two, there is some indifferences arises. These people who has Jupiter in the 7th house, they have a very saintly image in front of whole crowd. When they face the other people, we say, oh my God, he's such a saintly person. He's such an idealistic person. But what is happening inside the house? Wife is saying, please, I want knowledge, but not from you. Please excuse me. Too much knowledge. So, if the position of Jupiter is very weak, spouse could be very thin. Let's move to the 8th house. Then we will take a break. 8th house, the most complicated, the most unstable, unpredictable house. I've explained many things. Jupiter in 8th house, he realizes this is a different world. Before that, his idealism was okay. He has been observing that we getting up early in the morning, going to bed early, everything is okay, preaching is okay, something is okay. But 8th house is a different world. He will come to know that the teaching of positivity will not work every time. Sometimes we have to use some other tools to teach. He has the knowledge, gyan, of a very different kind of. Because 8th house is house of occult, magic, darkness. Anything pops up. There is no mathematics in 8th house. So Jupiter is a bit confused. What is happening here? I'm not able to understand. All idealism is gone here. Things are not working. So Jupiter in the 8th house, they start observing, analyzing, learning a very different dimension of this world. Anybody who is a teacher and has Jupiter in 8th house, he or she could be a teacher of deep understanding. He could not be an idealistic teacher, but whatever he teaches, whatever he shares, that knowledge is coming from the deep roots, mysterious aspects of life. Because here there is no language of idealism, So the teaching of he would start observing, oh my God, there is a death also, accidents also. Life is very disturbed. The window of unknown realm opens up in front of him, Jupiter. So very deep, knowledgeable teacher he becomes with Jupiter in 8th house. For example, if anybody in yoga teaching, okay, he might have Jupiter in all the houses from 1 to 7. There is certain asana, okay. So anybody who has Jupiter from 1 to 7, he will prescribe certain asana. Nobody able to do it. Difficult asana. But Jupiter in 8th house will give you a new trick to do this asana. Because from the deep knowledge, from the darkness, a new invention, a new discovery comes up, pops up. He has a very rare kind of knowledge to share. He's an exceptional teacher. And obviously, the selective students can understand the preaching of Jupiter in 8th house. Jupiter in 4th house, any other house, anybody can understand. But for those who have Jupiter in 8th house, a deep understanding is required. Your conscious level, your IQ should be at a higher realm, right? And 8th house of other person money of the spouse. So his approach toward other person money very idealistic. For example, if he's into business, right, he would not cheat. For example, if any shopkeeper is selling certain articles and he has Jupiter in 8th house, right, he would not be cheating you. He will say that I purchased this packet of milk in 15 rupees and I want 1 rupee profit. So I'm charging 16 rupees. He would not be like any other planet. It's a very idealistic approach. If he or she is taking care of the finances of their spouses, they're taking care in a very idealistic manner. 8th house of spouse, treasure, the money of the spouse. They're handling the finances of the spouse very idealistically, positively. And even if they are involved in any kind of physical relation, obviously, this is a world, we are living in this. Their approach towards physical intimacy in a very positive and idealistic way. Not like, wild I'm just giving you an example. For example, if Mars would have been here, that wild physical relation, because Mars energy. But Jupiter, very idealistic physical relation, very positive, and a very temple kind of atmosphere, positive. So Jupiter has its own way. We'll take a break, okay? Till then, Okay. Any question you have? You want me to clear any doubt? So we have done Jupiter till 8th house, right? 8th house. Let's move Jupiter to 9th house. 9th house, the own house. Jupiter is very comfortable. Okay. And one thing about Jupiter in the 9th house, these people are very, very religious people. Very religious people. They will stick to their religion throughout their life. They will not change their religion. And they will not create any indifferences with other religion. For example, if somebody is Christian and he has a Hindu friend may be very influential, but he will not change his religion. The person who is Christian has Jupiter in 9th house, he will say, it's okay, you are a good person and your religion is also good, but I will stick to my religion. They are very orthodox kind of people. They will stick to their religion. And again, very idealistic approach towards their gurus, their teachers. Ninth house is the house of long distance travel, you know. So they are more into that. Very often they visit pilgrimages. My nephew has Jupiter in 9th house. Every month, you know, I'm from Punjab, that the Vaishno Devi, there's a temple, Vaishno Devi temple near Jammu territory. So every month he is visiting that pilgrimage. And every day he is going to temple. So they are very religious people. And they are fond of going to long distance, motivated by religious attributes. And when they travel, they have very idealistic approach towards their long distance travel. There is a possibility that they might carry tiffin, good quality food in their bags, so that if they visit some other place, that they don't have to eat that rubbish or food and their stomach becomes upset. You know, so we are, the more I teach astrology, the more I come across these astrology principles, I'm in awe. And I'm very excited because, you know, I find, my God, how one is totally in the grip of planets. So Jupiter in 9th house is very comfortable position. Not much to say because, you know, positivity connected with the positivity. So not much to say about Jupiter in the 9th house. Even if you have question, you can ask me. Even if the guru scold these people, they will listen. They will not argue with their gurus. They will always respect their gurus because they think gurus are gurus. They are in a position to scold me, to just to teach me. They pinpoint my mistakes, so I have to improve myself. So they are very gentle people.
But if I speak for myself, because I have this position,
Okay.
I have also, I realized people to then find out after that they were not that fantastic as I thought they would be.
Okay.
I have this approach that yes, they can scold me and yes, I can grow through that. But I've also seen through some people later.
Okay. That's life. And it's not only one planet. When I talk about only Jupiter, I'm ignoring other planets. I'm also ignoring the zodiac signs. In which zodiac sign your Jupiter is placed in ninth house. That also plays a key role. Right? So, but this is fixed. I've given you this example before also. For example, if somebody is coming from 500 meters, we can see this fellow is wearing Bermuda and t-shirt. This is confirmed. The more he comes closer, yeah, the color of his Bermuda is black and t-shirt is yellow. 50 meters away, oh, very good design t-shirt and a short hair. So I'm going closer to the astrology. The concept will be clearer as we will proceed. But one thing is clear, that Jupiter in the ninth house will behave accordingly. Some additional thing will happen which will go further. Okay? Any doubt? Now let's move to Jupiter in 10th house. Now, wherever Jupiter is placed, he wants to spread knowledge. He is into preaching. He's into positivity. He's into that perfection. Jupiter in 10th house, those who have, I consider one word for them. They are stupids. Stupids. Why? 10th house, there is no law. The law of a jungle. One has to win. Any rules or regulation will not work. This is a house of business. This is a house of politics. This is the only house where no idealism exists. Somebody is selling, here you will get the juice of certain price. If you go to some other place, you will find the juice of some less price or more price, but the price will not same. Because this is a marketplace. Everybody has their own investment, their own making, so they have different price tags. That is 10th house. Very complicated. But Jupiter says, no. If the price is 60, let it be 60 everywhere. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Jupiter is preaching, teaching idealism to politicians, to businessmen. In the marketplace, somebody wants to earn 20% profit. Somebody wants to earn 40% profit. And there are few who wants to earn only 5% profit. Jupiter says, let everybody earns only 5% profit. Who will listen to him? Nobody will listen to him. So you will be considered. But he keeps on spreading, teaching his idealism to everybody. All the cunning people, all the clever people are working in house number 10. What is the use teaching them the gospels of Jesus Christ or teaching them Gita or Ramayana? People try to avoid these people. Oh my God, we can only pray to you, my God. Please go away. You are a good person, but Please do not teach us. But their habit, habit of Jupiter, they keep on teaching, preaching, forcing idealism on others. So they they do not understand that this is not the right place for them to preach, to share good values or higher values of life. Had you been in ninth house, okay, many would be gathered to listen your idealism or your preaching, your good values, higher philosophy, higher ideology, but not in 10th house. He would be cheated many times. Anybody who has Jupiter in 10th house. Because nobody wants to argue with these people. They are right. But things which are right cannot be right everywhere. Life is very complex. Things which are right cannot be right everywhere. And it is perfectly okay. Depending upon the customer, we changes. We see customer is very poor. Sometimes we take only less profit or no profit. And sometimes we see the customer is very rich. Let's take more profit. So this is the language of business in 10th house, right? So Jupiter will not do anything, will not be able to succeed in 10th house. And that is the irony. That is the problem for Jupiter. He would be cheated many times. Okay. And but as per his, my mother-in-law, she has Jupiter in 10th house. She is always preaching and preaching the wrong people. I've told her they are not bothered about, they are businessmen, they are politicians. They want success, they want victory, they want profit. That's out of habit because Jupiter is compelling them. They are in the grip of planetary energy. Jupiter is compelling them. Teach, teach, teach. So, this is the way. Jupiter in 11th house. 11th house is the house of earning, liquid cash, our desire, our wishes, our dreams, our ambitions, our goals, right? Everything which comes out of hard work or after hard work. So Jupiter expand. Big dreams, big wishes, big desires, but all idealistically motivated. If they are earning money, it should be hard earned money, not out of cheating. Anybody who has Jupiter in 11th house, for example, if you are running a restaurant, okay, anybody has Jupiter in 11th house, okay, customer had their meals, they enjoyed the meal, just out of happiness, they want to give tip to a manager. Manager said no. You have paid your, what you have eaten, you have paid it, I don't want anything else. Jupiter in 11th house. No fake money. Only hard earned money and a positive earning. He would like to fulfill their wishes, their desire, not by cheating anybody. very positively. There are a few people, they want to win the race, hook or crook, survival the fittest. No, Jupiter is not in that category. Jupiter says, no, I will do my work systematically, and whatever on the basis of my work I'm supposed to be earning, I will earn that much only. These are the people who are regularly paying their taxes to the government. They are not hiding their earnings. And their goal could be to become a preacher or a guru. That could be their goal or their dream, that someday I will become a sadhu. I will be teaching the Gospels of Jesus in some church, or Ramayana or Gita in some temple. That could be their dream, their ambition. So everything which is connected to the positivity, idealism, is co-joined with the attributes of 11th house. Any doubt? No? The last house, Jupiter in 12th house. 12th house, the lordship is Jupiter, one of the own house of Jupiter. But here, in spite of its own house, Jupiter is less comfortable in comparison to 9th house or 4th house. Why? Because this is a house of celebration, enjoyment, and the house of seclusion, staying alone, a retired life. Jupiter needs people for preaching, to spread his positive teachings. Jupiter needs crowd. But in 12th house, there is no crowd. Twelfth house is a house of donation, right? Anybody has Jupiter in 12th house, they would be in favor of donation, but to good people, not to have everybody. Or running old age home, or any animal shelter. For good cause, they want to donate. Even they are spending money, the motivation should be positive aspect.
Why is Jupiter the owner of this house if it goes against his actual?
He's not, it is related to Gyan, knowledge. That is why. And Jupiter is a planet of Gyan, wisdom, knowledge. So he is, no, I'm just explaining for example, if there's a party going on, there's 12th house, we are in 12th house, celebration going on, okay? All our friends are gathered, okay? Anybody has Jupiter in 12th house. Everybody will having alcohol or beer. What Jupiter will take? He will take a juice. I will be the part of this celebration, but I will not have alcohol. I will prefer juice. So Jupiter is that way. And he will not continue the party whole night. No, sorry, please. 11 p.m. is the time to sleep. Because he doesn't want to disturb the surrounding. He can enjoy party, but not after 11. Or let it be 10 or 12, depending upon the circumstances. right? And I have told that Jupiter is in favor of donation, but to good people, for the good cause, right? You know, when the things are being explained, I have to talk in a broader way. Jupiter in all the 12 houses have a very different kind of influence on us. You know? Ninth house, different kind of mindset. 12th house, different. Sixth house, different characterization. The same way, when we roam from one place to another, we are the same, but we are behaving differently. Here you are behaving differently. If you go to your own country, you will behave differently. You are the same. Sometimes you are comfortable, sometimes you are less comfortable, sometimes you are 100% comfortable. This is life, right? Any doubt regarding Jupiter? In all the 12 houses? Can think over, can ask afterwards also. Now, the most important planet, and I love this planet, Saturn. Oh my God. Saturn, I have described everything about Saturn. Now I would be putting Saturn in the houses and you will see the magic. And this Saturn in all the 12 houses would be a learning curve for you. And it is going to be helpful, really helpful for your life. All the things which I would be sharing here about Saturn in all the 12 houses. You can yourself analyze where the life is going not on the right track by simply understanding the energy of Saturn. You can yourself, I've written, be the guru unto yourself by understanding the energy of planet Saturn. Let's start with the first house. First house is ourself. All about ourselves, our character sketch, our physical appearance, everything. Now, when Saturn is about discipline, accountability, punctuality, everything about that. When Saturn is placed in first house, you can check your horoscope or anybody's horoscope. One has to be physically punctual, accountable, disciplined, responsible towards their body, towards their personality, towards their characterization. How can we be disciplined with our body? Regularly exercising. Buddha says the best path is the middle path. Our mind is always in extremities, is never in the middle path. When we are in the middle path, there is no mind. Saturn says you are supposed to be in the middle path. Too much exercise will have negative influence on your body. Very less exercise or no exercise make you lethargy. Make you sick, unhealthy. Saturn says Saturn is the planet which gives you marks, Energy is there in the universe, gives you marks. I said Saturn is the most strict planet. Either he gives you 100 number, 100%, 100%, or 0. There is no marks in between. He gives you 100% or zero number. If you are following the energy, rules and regulation of Saturn, he would be giving you the success which you have not even imagined of. First house, body. Dress up as per the requirement of the circumstances. If you're going to party, dress up accordingly. If you're going to office, dress up accordingly. Your whole life should be disciplined, in particular your body. If you're not exercising or too much exercising, Saturn will become unhappy, and that result will come that very moment. And if you are making Saturn happy, you will become the role model for other people. And in particular, first house, Saturn is very strict. Very strict, first house. He says, balance your personality. You can have a look. You can open up your friend's horoscope and ask details. Let me see your horoscopes. In this way, you will go more deep in understanding astrology, and you will find if the position of Saturn is very good in his horoscope and Saturn is placed in first house, he would be a disciplined person, or he would be very lazy fellow. First house. Let's move to the second house. Second house.
SAL is Saturn? SAL.
No, it is SA. Yes, Saturn is placed in first house.
By you?
Venus, Mercury, Mars, Ketu, Sun, Moon.
And Saturn, SAR.
R is something else. Yeah, this SA, Saturn. First house. Saturn is hardest in the first house. So he will, even if you are 99% right, but not 100%, Saturn will give you zero number.
100% right. What is this?
I mean to say that if in your effort you have not put your 100%, you have put only 99% of your effort, Saturn say you will get zero number. You have to be 100%. 100% effort is required. Only then I will give you 100%. And something extra also I'll give you, which you have not asked for. Saturn in second house. Second house is about your food habit, your taste, your savings, your face, your respiratory system, your vocal cord, your family lineage, many things I've told. So Saturn says, monitor, balance your food. Not too much, not too less. Not too much, not too less. and take care of the responsibilities towards your family lineage where you are raised and brought up. You ought to be responsible, punctual, disciplined. Keep in touch with you, those people. If they require you, they are in need of you, mentally, physically, or financially, in whatever way, try to help them. Second house is our face. So you need to be very particular about your face. Face in the sense, if something bad happens, some pimple or some scar or something, you need to take care of it. Saturn says, take action, do something. About your savings, do not get carried away by your saving habit and do not be very negligible. Oh, God will take care of my saving. That attitude will not work. Vocal cord, too much exertion while using your voice. For example, if anybody who is a singer, who is a motivational speaker, and has Saturn in second house, you need to monitor his voice. Too much of practice. We say practicing of music, we say riyaz. Riyaz, like that. So, too much of practice will hamper your voice, spoil your voice. Somewhere in the middle. Regularity. Saturn is pleased who are regular. As of Saturn in first house, Saturn says, okay, you are being regularly exercising for half an hour, and due to some reason, today you do not have half an hour, don't miss it. At least practice for 5-10 minutes. I'm happy with it. But don't miss it. Be regular. The same way, second house. If anybody is a singer, he is not getting time to practice. So let be 5-10 minutes only, but don't miss it. The regularity is the nature of Saturn. The labor consistently working from morning till evening. Saturn makes you laborious. You have to be laborious. Saturn does not like lazy people. So eating habit, face, vocal cord, I have told you, and the family lineage relationship. Saturn in the third house. Disciplined relation with your brothers and sister or a professional relationship. Be punctual and accountable, responsible towards your brother and sister, your siblings. Check if they need you. Are you fulfilling all your responsibilities? You are self-sufficient and one of your brother is struggling with finances. Are you supporting him? Right? Saturn keep a check on you. And if you have to take in some daring step, Saturn says that you have to do a lot of homework. Third house is the house of communication of any form. Text messages, email, all kind of social networking site. Facebook, Instagram, Threads and all that. If Saturn is placed in third house, one has to think and speak. Or before posting anything on the social networking side, he needs to check, first to monitor. Saturn is a slow moving planet. In fact, the slowest moving planet. That is why anybody who has Saturn in the first house, I'm talking in general, okay, are a bit slow in physically. He may be fast, but in general, their physically approach is bit slow. Because Saturn is governing their body, right? They are not very physically overactive. Sometimes they are active, but in general, Saturn is a very slow moving planet. So it has an influence. Anybody who has Saturn in second house will not eating fast, fast, fast. Slowly he would be eating. And he is supposed to be slow. Now, one thing, something very important. Anybody who has Saturn in first house, he has to be slow, synchronizing with the energy of Saturn. The second house, slow eating habit. When dealing with your brother and sister, just chill, relax. Don't be in haste. If some friction is going on with your brother and sister, sit in their company, talk for a while, think over, in a very constructive manner, come to some solution. But don't be in haste. Saturn don't like haste. But he gives result very quickly. But he don't like being haste. Okay? So if you are going for anybody who has Saturn in third house and he has certain interview or some appointment, so he need to analyze what he is going to say. Think, plan, write main points, notes, mentally prepare themselves, then go for an interview or an appointment. You will achieve success because Saturn will be pleased. But if you are not much bothered about communication and simply go and just overconfident, I will speak whatever I want to speak, Saturn says, oh, you're smarter than me. I'm in your house, so you have to follow me. So this is the way life moves. Along with this, with the Saturn energy I've just told you, I'm giving you the remedies also. First house, regular, punctual, but slow. Never be in haste. Saturn in fourth house. Fourth house is the house of mother. Feelings, emotions, sentiments, dwelling place. You are staying your vehicle. No. Mother could be very disciplined, punctual, accountable, responsible lady, or you have to be very punctual, accountable, responsible towards your mother. Fourth house, a house of feelings, emotions, sentiments, right? So Saturn says, never hurt feelings, emotions, and sentiments of others. Be very accountable, starting from mother, obviously. Take care of the emotions and feelings of other people, and I will take care of yours. Vehicle, right? Vehicle, cycle, bicycle, scooter, motorcycle, and any vehicle. Keep it well washed, good servicing. You are to be responsible towards your vehicle. If you are not regularly cleaning your vehicle, or not letting anybody, you're not hiring anybody to clean your vehicle, that Saturn will says, maybe someday at some point of time I will create a problem in your vehicle and there will be no help. No help. Saturn is penalizing you, right? Because you have been not taking care of your vehicle, right? And if you're not taking the one example, my brother-in-law, he has Saturn in fourth house. Last year, he came for certain ceremony. Brother-in-law means my wife's brother, right? So he came for certain ceremony. I think the Tika ceremony. It's very popular in Hindu culture. So he came, and for that purpose only he has come. But he get involved in some other task, and she was waiting with all the with plate, with all the rice and all the things to be worshipped during Tika ceremony, Hindu custom. And he didn't turn up. He said, I'm busy, I have to leave. She was very upset. Feelings, emotions, all spoiled. And they had a quarrel on text messages. And he was upset for another 3-4 days. Why? Because that fellow is supposed to take care of the feelings and emotions of his sister. Saturn is penalizing you. Fourth house, Saturn in his horoscope.
Third house, huh? Sister is third house.
No, we have to take care of the feelings and emotions of other people. Anybody. So that is we need to take care of it. Anybody. In particular, in general, we should take care of feelings and emotions of everybody. But if something happens by mistake, Saturn will leave you. But anybody who has Saturn in fourth house and you're not taking care of feelings and emotion, you're hurting ego of other people, Saturn will penalize you. Penalize you in a very different manner. Okay? So you need to be very responsible, punctual toward your mother, your vehicle, your feeling, and your house, your dwelling place. You need to repair your house regularly. The fellow which I'm talking about, my brother-in-law, whenever we used to visit his house, in a very shabby condition. Saturn in fourth house. You have to be very accountable to your house. Saturn will be seeing. So because of is not taking care of the house, he has to face many problems related to his house. He's not settled till now. Just moving, leaving one house, going to another house. Saturn is watching. So, anybody who has Saturn in fourth house, one has to be very particular about it. Let it be neat and clean. There is no garbage. A general attitude is required. Not much Saturn wants. Just keep it well, keep it healthy, keep it neat and clean. That's all. Only the lazy people, they, oh my god, brooming and mopping every day. No, it is required. Clear? Any doubt?
That is for everyone, I would say.
Sorry?
For everyone, these principles should be applied. Like not necessarily if we have Saturn in the fourth house. It's just generally.
You would not be penalized if you do not have Saturn in fourth house. You would not be penalized for not keeping your house neat and clean. You would be spared once or twice. For example, Saturn in the first house. We all are supposed to do exercise on the daily basis, right? Take care of our body on the daily basis. But anybody who has Saturn in the first house, Saturn has an eye on that fellow. He will not, if he is into penalizing, he will penalize that person first who has Saturn in the first house. This is my experience. I have Saturn in my first house. So on the basis of, I have lived 52 years. So on the basis of my experience, I'm telling you. Saturn, not even 99, 100%. And the moment this Saturn is happy, you become a role model for other people. Other will be following you. They will feel happy. Oh my God, he's good dressed. He's regularly. A beautiful aura would be reflecting from your body. Invisible aura, which is the aura of Saturn. So that is how close astrology is with life. Few things are generalized. You're right. Everybody is supposed to eat discipline, talk discipline, house, exercise. But I'm particularly pinpointing. Doubt? Any doubt? Saturn in fifth house. Fifth house is all about our relationship, our friends, our children, our creativity. Now here, you have to be very accountable and disciplined with your friends. You know, we come across few friends, okay, let's meet at 5 p.m. near this is it. And you are a disciplined person. You are waiting there for half an hour, 1 hour, didn't turn up. So, and in this case, it is required. Anybody who has Saturn in fifth house, their children are very disciplined. Or they have to be disciplined. They are supposed to be disciplined. A very professional relation with their children who have Saturn in fifth house. Very disciplined relation, punctual relation, or the child could be very disciplined. Okay, and he is very accountable with his creativity. He is responsible. It's not like that, you know. There are few people, they started anything new. Let it be a book or any sculpture or any painting or any drawing. They start it and then they keep it. Oh, let's start after 1 year. So this will not go when Saturn is in fifth house. One has to be in their creativity realm regularly, in a very disciplined manner. If you are building your house, if that is a form of your creativity, you have to be very regular. And if you are investing money in your stock market, first you need to do research work. Don't invest with blindfold on the eyes. The more you research, the more benefit you will get. You know, the more you research, the more possibility of getting benefit from the stock market. Clear? Saturn in the sixth house. Now, sixth house is all about negative issues, problems, obstacles. Saturn says you are suffering from cold. Take medicine. We sometimes we have a habit of laid back attitude, right? Oh, it will go on its own. That will be okay if you're not having Saturn. If anybody has Saturn in sixth house, he has to be very particular about his physical issues, he has mental issues, about the enemy. Somebody is troubling you again and again and you're not doing anything. Saturn says, do something, talk with that fellow. Why you are troubling me? What is the reason behind? Let's sort out the issue. Now, you can again say that this is also a generalized thing. Anybody is sick and doesn't do anything, okay? And in 2 or 3 days, he is perfectly okay, perfectly healthy. It does happen. We do not take any medicine, and due to some physical problem, and we are okay in 3-4 days. But not in the case with Saturn in sixth house. The problems would be prolonged, would be carried away. Saturn seems to be a serious planet. Anybody who has Saturn in their first house, I'm talking in general, their aura is serious. Now you have two people, Saturn in the first house. They are jolly people, they enjoy everything, but their aura is serious. You understand? So one have to be, you can check anybody's horoscope, your friends, if he has Saturn in sixth, better take medicine if you're not well. So do something against your enemy and all that. So the last we will do, and we are done with today's session, it's been extended. Saturn in the seventh house. House of spouse. Okay. Husband, wife. So Saturn says, wherever Saturn sits, something additional I'm going to say. That particular thing should be your top priority. Saturn in first house, your body should be your first priority, not your relation. Seventh house, your spouse should be your first priority, not anything else. If Saturn is sitting in seventh house and your top priority is your spouse, Saturn is happy. And something magical I will tell you about Saturn, which will not come across in any of the literature. Wherever Saturn sits, he will make you skillful of that house. If Saturn is set in first house, he will give you skill of your body. You are capable of, what suits you, what doesn't suit you, or you are capable of handling anybody's body. You become a doctor by nature. Saturn in seventh house is capable, gives you skill of handling spouse. Spouse is very bad mood. It's not going to listen. Seventh house, he has that skill. Sixth house has a skill of getting outside of problems and obstacles. Communication. Skill of communication. Fifth, my daughter has Saturn in fifth house. She's very creative. Any instrument, just give to her, and within 10-15 minutes, she started playing with that instrument. Creative, fifth house. She has done hotel management course, but nowadays she is into rap singing. She's writing, she's composing, all she's doing on its own. But she knows how to play tabla, harmonium, guitar, any instrument. Very creative. That skill of creativity, Saturn, first house, myself, I'm capable of giving my spouse, okay, she's sick, this thing will suit you. Or anybody else, okay, you do this thing. And I have experienced that it helps. If Saturn is in her first house, you must have observed. She's a kind of doctor. She knows the skill of the body, what suits you and what don't suit you. Okay? So that kind of skill is gifted to us by the God. Am I right?
Yeah, no.
I'm still learning.
That skill is helping to go deep into that research work. They contradict after some. Okay, I was wrong. Now I'm right. They keep on doing the research, but research is related to the elements in which Saturn is placed. Fourth house. They are very good in handling the feelings and emotions. And they are my brother-in-law. He is so well in driving car and bicycles. My wife, she was in Moradabad and Delhi. She was to catch a flight, 180 kilometer was the distance, and old type roads, village roads. She told him, I have to reach in 2 hours. He drove so fast. Before 2 hours, she was in the airport. Perfect in driving. Brother-in-law, Saturn in fourth house. Skill. Saturn gives you the skill, but you need to sharpen it.
But this is only if you are disciplined.
Yes?
Like if you are not, then you don't get the skill, no? Right?
No. You have to be disciplined. That is the first priority.
The reward of Saturn.
Reward of Saturn. Many things I've invented by going into the research work of body, boils I used to have on my body some part of time myself, and so I was just thinking, and just okay, let me have vitamin C, and I should also give that vitamin C tablets to my spouse, more than a regular dose. So 3 tablets a day. So within 2 days, my boil's gone and her boil gone. Saturn in first house, skill of a body. So you need to check where your Saturn is placed and evolve the skill. So the session is over for today. Extended a lot. So should I end the session? You can ask any question if you want to ask.
So we're gonna go over each planet with each house.